Paul, you joined us in the recovery room, and there was a few injuries on the weekend, but not the worst news.
No, not from an injury point of view. Obviously, the game was incredibly disappointing, but on the injury front, we had Dustin Fletcher with that remarkable spoil that he made, and just that extra lunge. He just had a little bit of a strain to his adductor. It's not a serious one. He's an outside chance for this week, but probably more likely than not that he'll miss.
Jake Carlisle, we saw him really go down and hurt his ankle, and the scans have proved it's not as bad as we first thought it might have been.
Yeah, it was good news in regards to there's no break. He's definitely got some ligament damage. It's certainly blown up a lot, so he's clearly no chance over the next couple of weeks. So we'll do some further tests as the swelling goes down to see the extent of the injury. But at this stage, it looks like it's a ligament injury, and he's out for a minimum 2 weeks.
Obviously pretty disappointing because he's had such a great season so far.
He has. He's been one of our real pluses for the year. He's been consistent throughout the year. Once he got himself into the side, which I think was about round 4, he's been a revelation in defence. We know he can also go forward. So one of our young key position players that's really stood up.
Two guys that we saw injure their hamstrings against Adelaide were Ben Howlett and Jason Winderlich. How's their progression going?
Ben's very close. Unlikely though this week. He is close. Jason's probably a little bit further behind. His was a little bit more serious, the tear there. I'd anticipate that Ben's a chance for this week, but more likely the week after. Jason's probably a week after that.
Another one that we've seen injured a few weeks ago was David Myers. How's he tracking along?
Yeah, it's been a frustrating injury for David. What originally was a bit of a kick in the calf, and then just from there got a little bit worse. And he's just been finding it hard to get back to the level where he's able to play. He's certainly making some progress just in the last week or so. He's probably one week away from playing.
A really big game against Richmond this Friday night, and obviously it's pretty much do or die.
Oh well, it's just so important for us to come back after what was a bitter pill to swallow last weekend. So, and you know, there's no doubt the coaches and the players in particular are really hurting. So we need to see a response, and I'm sure the guys will be well prepared and really ready to give something and make sure that we perform up to our standards on Friday night.
Well, thanks for joining us in the recovery room.
Thanks very much.